This little squabble right now with the illegal aliens coming across the border is so damn hilarious right now because Ron DeSantis is just absolutely kicking the shit out of the liberals right now because, no, what did they got? They got their old sign there. There's no illegal person. Okay, we can actually just take a look at their very statement right here, Martha's Vineyard, right? Because they're being overwhelmed and overrun with illegal aliens or immigrants. Sorry, I just need to respect everybody, but Martha's Vineyard, we don't have the infrastructure. Of course not. You know, we have no additional rooms, so we have no guest rooms in our palatial multi-million-dollar mansions. All right, then. But yeah, no, hey man, this was up in 2020, and I'm sure it was probably up all the way until earlier this week. We respect women, we value black lives, we stand with members of the LGBTQ community members, we stand with immigrants and refugees, with indigenous peoples, and with people of all faiths. We stand with our community, until of course it inconveniences us just a little bit. But it's so nice when they get a taste of their own medicine. No, we stand with you guys, but about 6 feet away or just on a different landmass. Yeah, we stand with you. Solidarity. Now just get the dirty brown people out from under here, okay? And Ron, he's just deciding, hey, it looks like one flight just wasn't enough, okay? I got granted $12 million from the legislature, and you know what? I'm going to make it fucking rain out there because, oh my god, there is no way that this is an L for Ron DeSantis right now. Like, you have stupid Gavin Newsom. Okay, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt yesterday when I said, no, he must be talking about human trafficking charges or something like that. But no, this guy's as dumb as a fucking box of rocks, okay? He's actually saying that he wants governors DeSantis and Abbott, Florida and Texas, investigated for kidnapping. He really is retarded. Like, kidnapping. People illegally coming into the country, okay, being knowingly put on flights and then just put to rich areas. Oh, that's kidnapping. Oh, okay, cool. How do you justify this? Hey, you've got political aspirations far beyond the friendly confines of piss-stinking California, so feel free to just elaborate on your overwhelming grasp on the United States Constitution. Please tell us how the laws of the United States apply to people who illegally entered the country. Please make this work for me, Gavin. I want to have a reason to vote for you. Gavin Newsom is petitioning the Department of Justice to consider whether moving migrants to other states violates federal laws such as kidnapping. Oh my god, you're literally retarded. That's a Mann Act. He's taking those illegal people and moving them across the state lines and knocking over mailboxes. In a letter address, he wrote a strongly worded letter. Aw, how adorable. To Attorney General Merrick Garland, Newsom pondered whether Governor Greg Abbott and Governor DeSantis illegally relocated migrants. So was it illegal when they crossed the border, or was it illegal when Ron and Greg decided to fly him out or put him on buses? You do you, I guess. I just wonder what his take is going to eventually be once we get to the conclusion of the story here. In the letter, Newsom states that some of the people who were recently moved to Martha's Vineyard allege that a recruiter induced them to accept the offer of travel based on false representation that they would be transported to Boston and would receive expedited access to work authorization. How would you even know that? You're in California. You're alleging something in Texas and in Florida was happening. And these people, okay, like it says here, okay, Abbott was shipping folks out to New York City, Washington, D.C., Kamala Harris's resident specific, because, hey, man, she's supposed to be taking care of this border crisis, which is now getting some national spotlight thanks to these guys' very funny antics. So that raises a good point. What's Kamala Harris doing about any of this stuff? Because she's the one who's supposed to be in charge of this. But anyways, yeah, we don't need to hold her accountable because she's the first woman of color to hold an office, okay? So whatever. Nah. In the letter, Newsom would go on to say, I urge the United States Department of Justice to investigate other Republicans because one isn't enough. You need to cut the rest of the heads off the Hydra. Otherwise, they'll just continue to sprout back up. Oh, no, sorry. That's what he meant with his words, but his actual words. Investigate whether the alleged fraudulent inducement would support charges of kidnapping under relevant state laws. Why don't you just go ahead and run it past your attorney general and not waste the time of somebody who's continuing to go through all of the seized undergarments from Melania Trump's dresser drawer. But I want to hear from an actual governor, at least one that lives in a mansion That can have the lights on 24 hours a day and the air conditioner running. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis on Friday said that there could be more flights containing illegal immigrants. I'm just going to call them illegal aliens because that's what they are. To other locations after he sent around 50 to the wealthy enclave of Martha's Vineyard. Obviously, there's going to be buses like Texas is doing, and there may be some more flights containing illegal aliens, DeSantis told in the news conference in Florida. The Republican governor did not say whether he would send more to Martha's Vineyard, a Massachusetts island that has long been favored by the wealthy and powerful as a vacation spot. And I seen a tweet, and I don't have any room for it or anything like that, but it's a good joke. I think small-faced Charlie Kirk actually made it, because again, guess who has another residence that's out there? You know about the Obamas and the other rich people that are out there, but the Clintons do. Of course they do. But he said, when have the Clintons ever had any displeasure with underage brown people getting flew out to a tiny wealthy man's island? Just saying. There's a whole bunch of other places, he said, but I would say that all we're trying to do is offer transport to sanctuary jurisdictions. No, that's where he's sending it. All of the places with all of the people that had those stupid fucking posters up that say, no person is illegal, we stand with everybody, ew, get away from me. That type of political activism. The not in my backyard activism, okay? Other people can deal with my virtue signaling, okay? I don't care. But yes, and that they're free to the alien. That's weird. But certainly not mandatory. Of course. There's many places that are out there. But hey, man, you take a look at what's going on there, and oh man, Ron DeSantis migrant stunt. It's a migrant stunt when he deals with the border crisis. Oh, okay, cool. Gets poor reviews from late night comedians. Oh my God, Trevor Noah accuses him of trolling on the taxpayer's dime. Oh my God, as opposed to the photo ops to the likes of AOC, the rest of the squad, and I'd accuse Kamala Harris or Joe Biden of, but they've never been down to the border, so what the fuck's there to complain about? And to just circle back to what Gavin Newsom was saying earlier, Ron DeSantis was at a press conference, and we don't even need to play the clip or anything like that. We got the little highlighted points that are out there. He responds to Gavin Newsom's call for a DOJ investigation in Florida for transporting illegal immigrants to Martha's Vineyard. I think his hair gel is interfering with his brain function. This motherfucker just continues to win. Oh, but it's even got the attention of old Uncle Joe that's out there. Instead of working with us on solutions, Republicans are playing politics with human beings, using them as props. Biden at the 45th Congressional Hispanic Caucus Gala, calling out Republicans for waging political stunts by transporting migrants to Democratic cities. Ain't that fucking great? The motherfucker who can't go a day without making anything a race issue is accusing Republicans to use human beings as political pawns. Okay, you just go ahead with that. But don't worry, guys. Hey, man, the governor of Massachusetts has got your back at your luxury homes, okay? There's plenty of places to go for those illegal immigrants. They sure stand with them. Just, I'd prefer if you go stand in military barracks, because the Massachusetts governor activates the National Guard, sends Martha's Vineyard illegal immigrants to a military base. They couldn't cope with their own fucking policies for more than 24 hours. Not fucking even. Because you take a look at it, we got, live from the fucking scene, okay? They got all of these folks just shuffling onto public transportation and getting the fuck out of the situation. And like this Trump parody account says, genius move by DeSantis, rich Democrats deported those migrants in less than a day. Yeah, no, exactly. And again, this is another reason why DeSantis and Abbott are totally fucking winning this, because the people that would normally be supporting them to begin with are just having a fucking laugh at this point, okay? You don't want to deal with the border, okay? You just want to pretend that it doesn't exist. La 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 la, no border crisis. La 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 la, I can't see it. La 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 la, don't need to deal with it. La la la. But now it's happening in their backyard, and then, oh, guess what? All of a sudden, oh, we need to deal with this. This is just way too much. 50. Remember, this is over 50 illegal aliens, okay? A fraction of a fucking hour's passing, and we're going to see some of the things that are continuing to happen in Texas, and just see if there's equal distribution of power in dealing with the influx of migrants. So, Massachusetts governor's office announced Friday that dozens of illegal immigrants who were transported to Martha's Vineyard will be taken to a military base in Cape Cod, while some members of the National Guard will be activated. The move comes as video footage and photos show illegal aliens, mostly Venezuelan descent, being transported on several buses from the St. Andrew's Episcopal Church in Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts island that is popular among the rich and powerful Democrats. You goddamn right. You know what? I should just break down the demographics on that. I've been meaning to do that. Alright, we got the good folks over at Neighborhood Scout once again providing everything. As you can see, I can just go ahead and zoom out at least a little bit on this to show you exactly with what we're dealing with. Well, first we'll zoom in, okay? Because this is just a little small island, Chappaquiddick Island. That's where the Clintons have their place, by the way. Okay, and then West Tidsbury, Chilmark, Antigua, whatever. And then Martha's Vineyard's right there in the middle where all the really, really rich and famous people live. And we'll see how rich and how famous they actually are. But that's where it is, just literally the southern coast of Massachusetts right there, just a stone's throw from Rhode Island, Nantucket, you know, beautiful little place this time of year. Unless, of course, you're a Venezuelan migrant, of course. I had to go to a different site because they have everything behind a paywall. I guess it just must be for the big cities or something like that. But this is point two. Okay, point two homes that they have for Martha's Vineyard right here. There's one down in Florida. Don't get it confused if you're going to be running your own numbers or something like that. So let's just take a look. Oh, slight advantage for females, but you'd think that they should be more compassionate if that's the case. Weird. 86% U.S.-born citizens. I'd imagine that's probably changed a little bit. Okay. Median age 53.9. Old motherfuckers that are out there. Total population of 11,864. But just simply do not have the room. Couldn't possibly find another spare room for 50 people. Interesting. Hilarious. Employment statistics. White-collar workers make up 76.63% of the working population of Martha's Vineyard. White blue-collar employees account for 23.37%. There are also 1,701 entrepreneurs on Martha's Vineyard, 28.39% of the workforce. 2,725 workers are employed in private companies, and 740 working in governmental institutions. How adorable. Do we got some other fun demographics? I think this one's probably pretty telling as well. They got the household breakdowns. Okay, family households. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, the husband and a wife, that's fine. But then you take a look. Households with children is the green. 22.8% of those homes are households with children. This is mostly a retirement, escapist community that they have out there.
I'll just have the cottage on Martha's Vineyard. We'll just go on there and spend the weekend, right, honey?
But damn, that's exactly what you'd expect. Average household income, $132,657. The most affluent fucking place. If it's not the most in Massachusetts, it's got to be damn well right up there. That's pretty impressive. Just the only thing that they don't have broken down is race, but you could kind of imagine that'd be, pretty homogenous given the fact that it's 86.61% United States citizens born, $132,000 a year. You can go ahead and run the numbers in other locations in order to figure that out, so ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch that they want to send back all of those lovely brown people that they just have no more use for? Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker's office announced Friday that it's going to mobilize 125 members. So that's more than two. That's 2.5 National Guards member per illegal immigrant. Wow, they're really taking this shit seriously. The National Guard and said that families and individuals will be housed at the Joint Base Cape Cod. We are grateful for the providers, volunteers, and local officials that stepped up on Martha's Vineyard over the past few days to provide immediate services to these individuals, Baker said in a statement. Our administration have been working across state governments to develop a plan to ensure these individuals will have access to the services they need going forward. Well, what was wrong with Martha's Vineyard? They were able to get there, and you guys seem to be fairly affluent, and you have a lot of disposable income. I'm just saying, you could have done a proper amount of accommodation. Oh well. You just got to wear this L right now. And Joint Base Cape Cod is well equipped for those services. Far better than just these luxury mansions that you've seen here. Oh, please, Pedro, stay off the grass for a moment. Come with me. It's not like you weren't persuaded to come here to begin with. But no. Just follow our officer. Oh, he's also the concierge. He'll take you to a different location where you don't accost any of my white donors. I love the hypocrisy on full fucking display right now. But some people who just don't fucking get it, who are going to be going down on the ship on this one, you got Chris Hayes. Okay, Chris Hayes, yeah, he's MSNBC host, one of the ones that isn't that fat black lady, Joy Reid, but again, it gets just as many eyeballs as probably this video. But anyways, if somebody told you that you were going for a ride to Phoenix and instead dropped you in the Sonoran Desert, you wouldn't be like, oh wow, it's beautiful here, and he would just go on screed after screed after screed after screed. But a local journalist, okay, the Sonoran Desert is in Arizona after all, okay. So this is kind of his beat. This is a good point, because the middle of the Sonoran Desert is, in the summer, is just like Martha's Vineyard. Chris Hayes is very smart. He wears glasses and everything. Oh, just fucking appropriate. And then, of course, posting a lovely little meme right here. The Sonoran Desert, just what do you pop up on the side? And then you got Martha's Vineyard, just one a little snippet of what your average shoreline on Martha's Vineyard looks like. And like it says there, for Chris Hayes, they're the exact same fucking picture. But like I said at the beginning, we actually have live from on the ground, Eagle Pass, Texas. You have Bill Magulin, or Milligan, whatever. He works for Fox, okay? So he's down there with the video camera. Good morning from Eagle Pass, Texas. This very morning, we have groups of several hundred migrants crossing illegally in multiple locations right now. And you can even just see, even in the little box that we have right there, there looks to be about, and then right behind that, there's easily 50 people right there. And this is just simply from the morning. And don't worry, there was some overnight crossing and some infrared footage you can kind of see a bit of up top, but we'll take a look at that as well, including part of this group which has walked along the local highway. We have seen large groups of 3 locations so far today. And we got for the very first time this morning, while it was dark, we used our brand new nighttime drone with thermal imaging as large groups of migrants crossed illegally into Eagle Pass. As you'll see, the group was 100 plus in size. Grateful for Fox News for getting us this new tool. Yeah, no, it's really cool that you see that, but the fact that this is just one night, the first night that they had this technology available to them, and there you go, right there in 4K, I guess, kind of caught in real time. But then, then you see this as well. What do they have for a caption there as well? More video from our brand new Fox News, a night flying drone with thermal imaging earlier this morning. Within just 2 hours of Eagle Pass this AM, we saw 3 large groups totaling 500 crossing illegally in 3 spots. 450,000, just a smidge more than the 50 that got sent up to the rich people. Illegal crossings in this sector so far this year. That very sector right there. And those are the ones that have just been caught, okay? Not the ones that made it to some of the small border towns that are around there. The ones that actually don't have the infrastructure to house these. It's so nice that they aren't calling them asylum seekers anymore, because again, I don't know which war is going on in Mexico right now, but I think that there's a couple of countries that you can seek refuge in between the United States and your home country. Just saying. But we all know that this has been a problem. I've been talking about this ever since Biden took over, and the fact that the numbers have just continued to shoot up right now. And finally, hey man, it took a couple of good Republicans, okay? Because there's another video that I cut, I think last night. It'll be coming out sometime soon, and I go hard on Republicans. I'm pretty fine with most of the outliers that are out there, the guys who are actually doing a good job. But as for the party, they're just totally sus. Like, are you hearing anything from any of the establishment hacks right now? No. All you're seeing is Greg Abbott do a good job and Ron DeSantis do a good job, and then everybody else just fucking chuckle and laugh at how much hypocrisy, open hypocrisy, is going on right now with the Democrats. Where you go from here, I hope Ron DeSantis just continues to go straight forward with his plan to just ship out more people. You don't even need to go to Martha's Vineyard, okay? Hey man, just send them on over to California, okay? Put them right in Napa Valley if you want. Fuck it. Gavin Newsom wants to be your pen pal. Hey man, just send him a little gift. This is the direction of the Republican Party. If you want people energized to vote for you this fall, you need to actually be doing something for your constituents. Even if you're on the border town, or even if you're in one of these stupid blue sanctuary cities that are just putting their hypocrisy on full fucking blast. This is what energizing the base looks like, because everybody's just having a big fucking laugh at this right now. Or they're just seeing that these policies, when they're put in practice, these liberal policies, fucking fall right on their face, because they're disingenuous co-signing of these ludicrous propositions, because the border should be secure. It should be taken care of. It's almost like the previous administration. It was run by this orange guy. Can't quite remember. Yeah, it's something. Orange man was always right. It's something like that, and it's looking like he was proved correct on yet another thing. Imagine my shock. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.